Picture this. You wake up, you glance at a test, and in an hour, your living room is full of car seats and 1,000 questions. Welcome to Danny's Den. I'm Danny, and today we'll take 10 minutes to make that chaos feel a little more manageable. Let's chat. Here's what I want you to walk away with. 3 concrete actions, a couple of questions to ask your partner tonight, and a tiny playbook for paperwork so you don't lose sleep. Sound fair? Let's start where most fights sneak up. Parentage. At the hospital, they'll ask who the parents are for the birth certificate. Put both names on it when you can. That one piece of paper changes a lot of practical things overnight. Most hospitals let you sign the state's voluntary acknowledgement of paternity or equivalent form before discharge. Do it that day if you can. That makes enrolling the child on insurance and getting access to parental leave simpler. If parentage is contested, a DNA test and court filings can follow. And trust me, that drags things out. I had a client who waited and spent 6 weeks doing tests and paperwork while the baby was just a month old. It was exhausting for everyone. Avoid that if you can. Beyond the certificate, a short written parenting agreement helps. Not a novel, just bullet points. Who handles routine medical care, how leave gets split, and who makes time-sensitive calls. Keep it simple and keep a copy in your phone.
You might be thinking, do we really need that?
Yes, because small, clear rules stop big fights. A 2-minute note saved a family I worked with from a month of back and forth about medical consent. Little paperwork, big peace. Judges look for current stability, housing, substance use, steady employment, and whether the person has taken real steps toward rehabilitation. If that's you or your partner, be honest with your lawyer. Gather proof of treatment or consistent work, and prepare to show change over time. That's much more persuasive than silence. And look, I know that's hard to hear. That's okay. Being prepared and transparent helps the court understand the reality, and it helps your case when you can point to concrete improvements. On to relationship prep. Keep the conversation concrete. Ask small, revealing questions. What do mornings look like? Who decides about routine medical issues? When would you feel ready to introduce a new partner to the child? These prompts reveal values far faster than, "we'll figure it out." If you're dating while planning for a baby, consider a safety-first rule. Many co-parents agree on waiting 3 to 6 months before introductions, and they set simple ground rules. Where introductions happen, who supervises, what info is shared. Write those rules down. Practical logistics are the backbone of calm days. Build a small emergency binder, a copy of the birth certificate, insurance cards, pediatrician contact, the child's social security number, and a signed medical proxy or temporary caregiver authorization. Keep a secure digital copy too. Think about guardianship. Name who would care for your child if something happened to you. It isn't morbid, it's responsible. Add that name to the binder and tell the person you've named. Co-parenting schedules don't have to be fancy. Start with a shared calendar. Pick predictable handoff times and agree on communication rules. Text for logistics, call for emergencies, and a weekly 5-minute check-in for the big stuff. Consistency beats perfection. Okay, a sports play you can steal. Think about how the Eagles or the Yankees keep depth on the roster. They don't bet everything on one starter. They have backups, a clear role chart, and a contingency plan. Do the same at home. Who covers mornings? Who handles paperwork? Who's the medical point person? Name the role so everyone knows the playbook. It makes crunch time less stressful, and you can still root for the home team. But before we close, a small emotional anchor. Put on a smooth 90s or early 2000s R&B slow jam. Sit together and sign the paperwork. Music like that signals steadiness. It's a tiny ritual that reduces stress and makes the act of deciding feel kinder. Try it. 3 concrete steps for this week. 1. Check your state's process for the birth certificate and voluntary acknowledgement of parentage, and if possible, sign that form at the hospital before discharge. 2. Have a 10-minute values conversation with your partner using the prompts I mentioned, mornings and decision-making about school or medical care. 3. Build that emergency binder with key documents and a short backup caregiver list. Do these and you'll feel a lot steadier. If you want more help, subscribe to Danny's Den for weekly episodes on law, love, sports, and pop culture. If you have a specific legal issue and want to see if I can help, send a direct message or email me at danielle@thelegalassistancecenter.net to book a free 30-minute consultation. Leave a comment with topics you'd like, custody questions, parenting agreements, or a deeper sports playbook. Let's chat. Thanks for listening to Danny's Den.